Hey guys, it's Hilary from HilaryGlouse.com and welcome to this week's video. So make sure you subscribe below so that you get notified as soon as I upload something new. I'm going to be doing weekly uploads, so stay tuned for those. Today's video is all about weight loss versus fat loss and the difference between 140 pounds and 155 pounds. Now, you might be wondering, like, of course, it's obvious what the difference is between those two numbers, 15 pounds. But really, it's about a lot more than that. And I'm just giving you that example from my own personal journey to sort of illustrate the point of what happens when you stop paying attention so much to what the scale says and pay more attention to these other ways of measuring progress on your weight loss, fat loss, lifestyle, improved health journey. Okay? So when I went to the doctor for my annual physical 2 years ago in 2015, I weighed in at 140 pounds. I was very proud of myself for that because that had been a reflection of a lot of hard work, a lot of dieting, and if I'm being completely honest, it was not all done in a healthy way. At that point, I was still doing quite a bit of yo-yo dieting. I was over-exercising, and I was really concerned about what the number on the scale was, as opposed to, how I was performing, how I felt, how my energy levels were, how my hunger and energy and cravings and all of that, and generally how my overall quality of life was. I was really still preoccupied by being smaller and weighing less. And over the course of the last 2 years, I've made a lot of transformations. A lot in my life has changed for the better. And I can honestly say now that I'm much happier than I was even just 2 years ago. But last year, the year after, I went to the doctor and I weighed in at 155 pounds. So this was just about a year ago to the date. So 1 year later, 15 pounds heavier. And yet, again, all my vitals were great. I got a clean bill of health from my doctor. How can that be? How could it be that I was able to gain 15 pounds and not see any negative effects? So you may be wondering, how can that be? How can I be 15 pounds heavier than I was 2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago, and still fit into the same clothes? And more importantly, how can I be 15 pounds heavier and feel better, feel healthier, feel more vibrant, have more energy, and just be more content with the way my body looks and how I feel in my body? How is that all possible? Well, let's back up a little bit. So how am I able to wear the same clothes? How can I gain 15 pounds and be wearing the same clothes? Well, I've increased lean muscle. I made building lean muscle a priority. And as a result, I've focused my training around not only increasing my muscle size, but decreasing the ratio of body fat to muscle. So over the past year, I've really prioritized strength training. I mean, I've been strength training for quite a few years now, but I really emphasized wanting to build lean muscle. That was really important to me because I know the positive effects that this has on overall body composition, again, on energy, on our metabolic health, etc. So basically, when we lose body fat, so when we emphasize the loss of body fat and the increase of lean muscle, we look smaller and more toned because fat takes up more space on our body than lean muscle does. So you may have heard the saying that a muscle weighs more than fat. It's not actually true. A pound of muscle can't physically weigh less than a pound of fat. However, the difference is in how much space a pound of muscle versus a pound of fat takes up on your body. So if you think about a pound of feathers, how big that would be compared to a pound of rocks, how small that would be, that's what I want you to envision. So a pound of muscle on your body is much denser, is much more compact than a pound of fat. So when you strength train, when you are eating in a small calorie deficit, when you are including effective methods of cardio to increase your metabolic rate, and you're going to look leaner. And this is why when you're on your weight loss journey, you want to try to avoid looking so much at the scale or looking at the scale so often, because the scale is really not an indicator that you're actually making progress. So in other words, you could be making great gains, making great progress, and the scale might not be moving at all simply because you're not actually losing weight. You're gaining muscle, all right? And again, because muscle is more compact, it's denser, it takes up less space than fat, you're going to look leaner, you're going to look more toned than you would if you were not prioritizing strength training, if you weren't actually building more lean muscle compared to body fat. So this is the exact explanation as to why I was able to gain 15 pounds and still wear the same clothes that I was wearing when I was 15 pounds lighter. So I look the same physically, more or less. I just have more definition. It's clear that I have more muscle on my body than body fat. So because I've maintained that tone, I've gotten denser because of strength training, because of using cardio effectively and not in excess. I've been able to maintain my dress size, maintain my pant size. So the best advice I can give you on your weight loss journey is to just not focus so much on what the scale says. If it doesn't budge, don't take it to mean that you're not moving forward, that you're not making progress. When it comes to weight loss, when it comes to fat loss, when it comes to changing your body composition, it is not a simple journey from X to Y. The path is going to be riddled with these valleys and hills, and as a result, it can be very tempting to focus on the scale and think, okay, well, if the scale's not going down, if the amount I weigh is not decreasing, then I must not be making any progress. And it couldn't be further from the truth. What you are probably doing, if you're strength training, is you're increasing lean muscle and you're losing body fat. So because you're not simply employing the tactics that you might have used in the past to lose weight very fast, like decreasing your calories to 1,200 calories a day and increasing your cardio dramatically, maybe going to the gym twice a day, because you're not doing that, the scale is going to move very much slower. But again, that is not the only indicator of success. There are so many others, including how your clothes fit, including how you feel, including how your energy is. All of these things work together to help you along your journey, to get you to where you're trying to go and to enjoy the process along the way. Because let's be honest, eating a 1,200 calorie diet, exercising twice a day, burning yourself out, burning the candle at both ends, that's no fun. You're no fun to be around. I'm no fun to be around. I can't imagine taking that kind of toll on my body now. So regardless of what the scale says, whether you go up, down, stay the same, don't let that mean that you're not making progress, okay? So you're still making progress. You're changing the shape of your body. Your clothes are going to fit better. You're actually going to look like you fit, meaning that you're going to look like you lift weights. So if you want to look like you lift weights, you have to lift weights. You can't just do a bunch of cardio. If you want to look leaner, look toned, look athletic, look more muscular, then it's all about strength training. It's all about using cardio discriminately, so making sure that you're not overdoing it with the cardio so that you burn off your precious muscle. So before I close out this video, I wanted to give you some very basic rudimentary guidelines for what to do if your goal is to improve your body composition, to gain lean muscle, to look more toned, to lose body fat. Here they are. 1, strength train for improved body composition. You really can't get away from this one. You got to strength train. You got to lift those heavy weights. Master the several major movement patterns and progress those exercises when you're ready. Okay, so there are 6 major movement patterns. I'm going to cover those in a future video, but you want to make sure that you're balancing everything out, that you are working the upper body, working the lower body, working in different planes of motion. This is really important to make sure that you're not only looking fit, but that your fitness is functional. You want to be able to chase after your kids. You want to be able to chase after your grandkids. You want to not get breathless after, running up a flight of stairs to catch the train or running to catch the bus or something, right? So you want to make sure that you can't just move weight forward and back. You want to be able to move side to side and rotate and do all these things that we do in real life. That makes a difference in terms of how you're going to feel overall. And it's also going to help you when you get older. You're going to be less likely to fall, to injure yourself, to break a bone, and be out of commission for a long time. All right. So those are the first two. The third one is work with the heaviest weights you can handle while maintaining good form. Heavy weight is the single thing that is going to make the biggest impact on your results, right? A lot of women think that doing a bunch of reps with 2-3 pound dumbbells is what is going to get them toned Tracy Anderson arms or Michelle Obama arms, but in reality it's heavy weight that does that, because heavy weight is what elicits the metabolic response. It's what causes us to release the hormones that are going to help us to burn fat and build muscle. Okay, you don't do that doing excessive repetitions with small light weights. All right. Number 4, do cardio intermittently and with discretion, and combine it with strength training. So you don't need an elliptical. You don't need a treadmill to get an amazing cardio workout in. You can get breathless, sweaty, get your muscles burning using body weight movements only, using strength movements only, using those heavy weights effectively and efficiently. You do not need to run around the block 20 times, okay? And then number 5, the last guideline, if you want to lose fat, build muscle, burn fat, improve your body composition, is choose compound movements that work the entire body for fat loss and muscle, quote unquote, tone. All right. So not only are you using the heaviest weights you can with good form, but you're also doing compound movements. So think squat, bicep curl, lunge with a bent over row, things that are exercises that are incorporating your whole body into the movement so that you're going to tone, lean out, burn body fat from head to toe, okay? The most effective exercise is not an isolation exercise. It's not a bicep curl. That stuff comes later. That's all about definition and sculpting. What you want to do if you want to change the shape of your body, look like you fit, look like you lift weights, you're going to want to do compound movements, okay? Getting as many muscles working as you can, increasing that overall calorie burn, and also increasing the afterburn effect. So that is the effect that increases your metabolism over a longer period of time after you've completed your workout. So if you work out efficiently and effectively with heavy weights doing compound movements, you're going to notice that your metabolism is going to be higher up to 48 hours after the workout is over, okay? So that's one of the great benefits of strength training, something that does not happen doing cardio exclusively, all right? So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment below. And again, subscribe. I've got lots of awesome content coming your way, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.